going to bring a new act, we can't comment on that unless we see that act. So, merely giving it different names won't do. When a draft legislation is presented, then we will consider whether there is necessity for that or not. I'm saying this also because we had an attack in 2019 on Easter Sunday. It is being presented as an international terrorist attack. We have our grave doubts about that as to who was really behind it. But the fact that there is what is called terrorism around the world, anyone will accept. But whether we need a special legislation for that is a matter that we need to consider at that time. And our belief is that we don't require any special legislation for that purpose. The ordinary laws are sufficient for that. In fact, as someone recently commented, this is an insult to the judiciary to have a law like this in our certificates. The ordinary law has very carefully set out how these arrests are to be done, how a person ought to be produced before a magistrate within 24 hours, all time-tested provisions. Even those have been abused. So, in that background, to enable a person to be detained for 90 days at a time, it can be extended also, without ever being produced before a judicial officer. Even within 24 hours, there has been torture. So, this is something that must immediately be repealed, and we don't think there is any necessity for any new legislation. But if the government brings a draft legislation, we will comment on that at that point in time. The banning of organizations is done under a particular UN resolution. There is a scheme to be followed, a procedure to be followed in designating individuals and organizations as terrorists under that UN resolution. Now, when the government originally designated some organizations and individuals, they did not follow any of that procedure. Reasons must be given as to why they are being designated. They must be informed first and their observation obtained. There must be an appeal forum that is set up for that organization or individual to appeal to. None of those procedures were ever followed. So we don't recognize those designations. You don't prescribe a procedure for an extraordinary act like calling somebody a terrorist, and you don't follow that procedure at all. Merely gazette some names of individuals and organizations and then expect that. So we don't recognize the listing of those organizations and individuals nor the delisting. It's all irrelevant because all of that has been done illegally. Oh. ඒක අපිට නම් තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ මොනවද කරනවා කියලා. ඒගොල්ලන්ටත් තේරෙනවද කියලා අපිට සැකයක් තියෙනවා. මොනවද එකපාරට කියනවා මේක අවශ්‍ය කරනවා කියලා කිව්වොත් ඒකෙන් මොනවද ප්‍රයෝජන ගන්න පුළුවන්. ඒකත් කියන්නේ නැහැ. අවශ්‍ය කරනවා ඒක වෙනුවෙන් තව නීතියක් ගෙනවා කියලා කියනවා. ඉතින් එතනම ඒක නියුට්‍රලයිස් වෙලා. ඊපස්සුව ක්‍රියාකාරීත්වය දිහා බලනකො දැන් අවුරුදු ගානකට දැන් භාවිතා කරන්න නැතුව තිබුණු මේ දෞර්නියෝග දැන් පටන් ගන්නවා. ඉතින් ජාත්‍යන්තරයට විශේෂයෙන්ම මානව හිමිකම් කවුන්සිලයට අයුරෝපා සංගමයට IMF එකට ජාත්‍යන්තර සමාජයට දෙන පණිවිඩය මොනවද? අපි දිගටම ත්‍රස්තවාද පරපර ගෙනියනවා තමයි කියන්නේ.